My pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. I welcome all of you for the today's session of Mandukya Karika. Let us offer our pranams to Sri Guru Parampara, Sada Shiva Samarambham, Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmadacharya Paryantam, Vande Guru Paramparam, Shruti Smriti Purananam, Alayam, Karunalayam, Namami, Bhagavat Padam, Shankaram, Loka Shankaram. Mandukya Upanishad is a small Upanishad of 12 slokas. But the 12 slokas contain infinite wisdom of spirituality. There's no other scripture in the world which packs so much of information, so much of wisdom in the 12 slokas. No other text, no other scripture. So that's why it's very difficult for us to understand the 12 slokas. For that, Sri Shankaracharya has written Bhashya. Gaudapadacharya has written 246 slokas explaining the 12 slokas. We have taken up the study of the teaching of Gaudapadacharya called Mandukya Karika. Mandukya Karika is taught by Gaudapadacharya to Govindapadacharya. Govindapadacharya taught to Shankaracharya. Mandukya Karika gives the entire philosophy of Advaita Vedanta in a beautiful way. So let us take up the teaching of Mandukya Upanishad. So Mandukya Upanishad, see, when we speak of spirituality, we think there are special people, people with special ability, extraordinary people. Okay. Mandukya Upanishad says, Mandukya Upanishad takes the ordinary, every human being goes through, every living being goes through 3 states: waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. Okay. It's called Sarvatrika, universal states. You don't have to be special to understand spirituality. Every common man, based on his own experience, anubhava, he can realize the spiritual truth. It need not be some, basically the moment spirituality comes into picture, moment enlightenment comes into picture, we have a sort of fantasies and visions which are created by movies, Puranas. Something super, actually for our mind, some superhuman being is required for realizing truth. Whereas Mandukya Upanishad says, no, every human being can realize the truth. Their waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, which is called Sarvatrika, which is universal states, nothing special to you. So those can be used to realize the truth. There's the beauty of Mandukya Upanishad. It brings the highest philosophy of Vedanta to the common man. It gives us the confidence that I, you, everybody, with our own experience, we can realize the truth. Another beauty of Mandukya Upanishad is it says the spiritual truth is not a new experience. It's an experience to be discovered in your day-to-day life. Whatever experience you are having in day-to-day life, you have to discover the truth. The truth is there all the time. So like gold is there in all the necklaces, chain, ring. The truth is there in our waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. Recognize it. So that is the teaching of Mandukya Upanishad. We go through waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. In the waking state, in the deep sleep state, there's no ego. Only pure awareness is there. Atma is there. So Mandukya Upanishad says, waking, dreaming, and deep sleep state, the pure Atma is there as always the background. In deep sleep state, Atma is there fully. That no covering of thoughts and world is there. So if you can imagine Atma as a screen, the screen is visible in deep sleep, but the same screen is there in the waking state, dream state also, but there is a movie happens in the waking state, dream state. The small I, the Jiva, Jagat, the movie drama is projected on the screen, but the screen is remains same in the waking state and dream state. In deep sleep state, there's no movie. That's why in deep sleep state is a key state for you to recognize the highest spiritual truth. Right? So the contribution of Andika Upanishad is every human being can realize the highest truth. It doesn't require a special ability. So the consciousness in deep sleep state, or your nature in the deep sleep state, is called Sakshi. It's called Pratyekatma, innermost self. What is your nature in deep sleep state? You are not a knower, you are not a doer, not an enjoyer. You are akarta, abhokta, adnata in deep sleep. In waking state also, the status doesn't change. In the waking state also, you are not a doer, not an enjoyer, not a knower. But a movie is projected on you. The movie of the world, movie of the body, mind, and the world is projected on you. But you start thinking that you are getting involved in the movie and think that you are a doer, enjoyer, and knower, which is not. So the Mandukya Upanishad is very clearly telling you, you are not a doer, knower, enjoyer. And Mandukya Upanishad starts with, I am Atma, Brahma, myself is Brahman. Innermost self, myself is deep sleep. It's called Pratyekatma or Sakshi. Is Brahman. Brahman is the totality of the world, what is seen in the waking state. So the seer is seen. The seer is seen is not possible in our day-to-day life. I see a banana, I can't be the seer. I can't be the banana. But the Pratyekatma, innermost self, is common to seer and seen. How is that? You have to realize. And once you realize that Pratyekatma who has realized that I am the Brahman, is called Turyatma, the absolute self. So I give an example of a glass of water. There's a space inside. The space is Pratyekatma. The body is there. Our body represents glass represents our body, and water represents our mind. There's a reflection here, Chidabhasa. So the Chidabhasa and Atma, Pratyekatma together called Jivatma. So ignorance is there for Jivatma. I am the body. When the ignorance of Jivatma is removed, I am the body, then Jivatma realizes I am Brahman, then that's called Pratyekatma, Turyatma. So there is a three types of bondage for Jiva. Kartaham, Bhoktaham, Nataham. I am the doer, I am the knower, I am the enjoyer. Okay. So I am the doer when I associate with Jivatma, associate with the body. I am the mind. When I associate myself with the mind, I am the Bhokta. When I associate with my intellect, I am the knower, Nata. But reality, the Atma is neither a doer, not an enjoyer, not a knower. Atma is like a screen. Okay. So freedom of Atma is I am not the body, Akarta, Abhokta, Adnata. So that comes only when you realize Nanembudu, Nanalla, Ideha, Manabuddhi, Nanalla, Sachidanandatma, Shivanamnani, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. So Jivatma is microcosm. My innermost self is called Pratyekatma. Okay. What I don't understand, I am really Pratyekatma. Not a knower, not a doer, not an enjoyer. In deep sleep, I am not a doer, not a knower, not an enjoyer. I am blissful. That innermost self, what I am at individual level, is the universal self, Ishvara, Brahman. That I don't know. So that teaching is given by Upanishad. And the innermost self, Pratyekatma, does not change to a doer, knower, and enjoyer in the waking state. It appears to be changing, but not changing. Like a movie screen appears to be on fire when the movie is projected, but nothing has happened to the movie screen. In the waking state and dream state, the Pratyekatma appears to be a doer and enjoyer, but it's not. So, to do a little bit more clearly, the one reality, absolute reality, Parabrahma, or what we call as Turyatma, I also call it Turyatma. Turyatma appears as Ishvara with Maya. I am and this. Okay. So then what will happen? From the this Subject, it appears as subject object, consciousness and matter. Matter in the causal condition. So this appears as a world, I am appears as a jiva. Then body appears. Then they say between the body and jiva, there's an ego. Okay. So now, really jiva is nothing but I am one with the Ishvara, one with the Brahman. So that understanding has to happen. So that's why we discussed cosmic consciousness, Ishvara. Ishvara is the consciousness associated with the totality of the causal world. Hiranyagarbha is the totality associated with the subtle world. Virat is the totality associated with the gross world. In totality, there's no subject and object. There's no experience. But jiva is experiencing subject. I am experiencing jiva. I am experiencing the object. So that's why a total experiencer, a totality of experiencer is called totality of the experience in the outer world is called Vaishvanara Deva in the gross state. So now in the gross state, the totality of the everybody goes through waking state, dream state, deep state. It's not your personal property. Okay. Nothing is personal in the universe. My father's property is not that. I only get a deep sleep. No, everybody in the universe gets a deep sleep. So everything is a universal experience, deep sleep, waking and dream. So as a universal deep sleep consciousness, we are called pradna. So the pradna is associated with the deep sleeper bodies of the entire world, universe. It can be including elephant, bacteria, amoeba, or human being, or every other living being. The sleeper's body is managed by pradna. The dreamer's body everywhere in the world is managed by taijasa. The waking state body of everybody is managed by Hiranyagarbha, Vaishvanara. The consciousness which maintains the entire bodies. So consciousness doesn't do any action. In the presence of consciousness, Chaitanya, Prakriti gets activated, nature gets activated. The Vaishvara himself doesn't do anything. In the presence of Vaishvanara, the pranas get activated. In the presence of Vaishvanara, the world gets activated. All our waking state bodies are maintained by Vaishvanara Chaitanya. You are breathing, sneezing, experience the world, touching, feeling, sensing, all happens because of presence of Vaishvanara consciousness. It's not just present in me, it's present to the universe, all living beings. So, who is the doer? I am able to lift my hand because my heart is beating, my breath is happening, my brain is functioning. I claim I am the doer. Really, you have to look at the concept of, am I the doer? Similarly, the outer consciousness, the extroverted consciousness is called Vaishvanara experience. The introverted consciousness in dream state, all dream beings, whether it's animal or monkey, whether human being, monkey or elephant, or all dreaming animals in the dreaming state, they'll experience it in dream world. The experience of dream world is possible because of taijasa consciousness. Taijasa. It's nothing specific to me. Similarly, in deep sleep, all living beings' bodies are maintained. Prana goes to the heart center. Dream experience, there's no subject-object duality. No knowledge becomes one. There is a pure awareness in deep sleep state. So that experience is because of pradna. So now, the pradna is collection of jivas in deep sleep state. Taijasa is the collection of jivas in the dream state. Vaishvana is the collection of jivas in the waking state. That means the jivas or individuals have a ignorance. The ignorance is superimposed on the cosmic. Vishwa, Taijasa, Pradna don't have ignorance. Cosmic, because they are nothing but the totality. Hiranyagarbha, Vishwa is nothing but Virat, Taijasa is nothing but Hiranyagarbha, Pradna is nothing but Ishvara. There's no ignorance. But we have to account for the Jiva, ignorant Jiva which is coming in between. That's why there's a superimposition. The cosmic experiencer is defined. The cosmic knower is Pradna, cosmic experience is Taijasa, cosmic doer is Hiranyagarbha is defined. In reality, they don't do anything. The presence of Hiranyagarbha, Taijasa, Pradna activates the Prakriti, nature. Just like electricity, presence of electricity activates the bulb. Electricity itself doesn't give light. The Jiva comes into picture, which is a collection between the individual, the consciousness and matter. It is not real entity. Jiva starts claiming experience and starts accumulating experience. And that becomes what we call as our life story. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. Ignorance. As long as ignorance is there, that's the accumulation of experiences, vasanas, impressions. So now this is the background. Because 10 days are over, you might have forgotten Mandukya Karika. I am just giving a reminder. So Jivatma is Jiva plus Atma. Atma is the Pratyekatma, innermost self. Buddhi plus Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa, Buddhi plus Chidabhasa. So Buddhi plus Chidabhasa is called Jivatma. So Jiva, ego, forgets that I am the Atma. I am the Jivatma, it forgets and identifies the body. Atma is the Sakshi. So apparently Sakshi appears to be body. Sakshi appears to have forgotten. Even there is a superimposition. Jivatma is single entity. So the Jiva portion forgets itself. In the process, Atma appears to be forgetting its own nature. Atma appears to be, not really. Rope appears like a snake. So then we are going to next sloka. First sloka of Mandukya Karika. Baish Pradno Vibhushuha. I already told. The outer way, extrovert consciousness is called Vishwa. Introvert consciousness is Taijasa. Deep sleep consciousness, uniform, homogeneous consciousness is called Taijasa. Pradna. Mass of consciousness. So then I went into dream state. Yatra supto na kanchana kamam kamayate. Deep sleep characteristic, I explained. Then deep sleep, one who is there, is called Esha Sarveshwaraha. You are Ishvara. Jiva is become in one with Ishvara in the deep sleep state. Wave has become one with the water. So now we'll go into a little bit more detail because deep sleep state is a very important state for us to understand realization. So what is our experience? A person says, waker says, oh, I dreamt, the waker model is, I am the waker is real, dream is unreal, I went to sleep and came back, right? So the waker says, our world is waker centric. A waking state personality is our center of life. Why? In waking state, I can enjoy something, I can earn money, I can have family, I can have children. So our entire worldview is distorted by the waking state consciousness, waking state view of the world. We are looking at the world from the glasses of the waking state person. Everything in our life is waking state based. We are completely biased towards the waking state. Is the reference point for us. Even our science and technology is also based on the waking state. But reality, we have to consider all the three states: waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, to understand reality. if you look at the total three states, waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, as together as reality, then we'll understand something more. What is that we understand? We think that waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, the waker is saying, I am going through waking state, I am going through dream state, I am going through deep sleep state. It is not a reality. The waking state, dream state, deep sleep state are three independent realities rising and falling in consciousness. Atma. So it's a bit difficult for the waker ego to accept what is this. This is possible. The Atma or Sakshi is always in the present moment. Now, look at your own experience. So if you say, I am the waker, I went into dream and I went into deep sleep. That means the waker is the one who went to dream and deep sleep state. That's not a real understanding of life. So for anything to be continuous, there are three things are required. The space continuity, the time continuity, and causality continuity. Space, time, and causality. Then only you can say they are continuous. So for example, in waking state, I get up and go at 7 o'clock. I start going to Majestic railway station. At 8 o'clock, I reach Majestic. There's a time continuity. Okay. So in the waking state, I eat a banana. I'm hungry. I eat a banana. My stomach is full. That's a causality. Eating banana, effect of eating banana. Causal. Time continuity is there. Space continuity is there. So if I go from here to Majestic, and Majestic, I can come back here. The Majestic doesn't disappear. So that's why waking state is a continuous whole for me. But I cannot say dream state is a continuation of waking state. The waker has gone into dream state. Because the space, time, and causality in dream state is totally different. In the dream, in the waking state, I may find myself in Bangalore. In dream state, I may find myself in Bombay or in a forest. The space continuity is gone. The time continuity, waking state, I am sleeping, I am walking I got to bed at 12 o'clock. In the dream, it may be sunrise. The time continuity is gone. The causality continuity is gone. In the waking state, I ate a banana. In the dream state, I can get hungry. The cause and effect is gone. Right? So, without looking at really understanding that cause effect, time space relationship is broken down between the waking and dream state, the waker says, I only went dreamt. Which is nothing but it's a ignorance. Because if I point out to you, Mr. Waker, what you are today, I am the body, I am a man. My dear sir, in the dream state, you have some other body. This body of waker is not there. Waker has a world, waker world. In the dream state, dream world is there. They are in a different world. So a different personality is present in the waking state, dream state. There's no time continuity, there's no space continuity, there's no causality continuity. There may be appearing some causality continuity because morning I found something, experienced something, but in dream some impressions may come, but it will not come fully. So the waking state is independent of dream state. It's an independent state. And deep sleep is independent state. In deep sleep, there's no time, there's no space, there's no body, there's no mind, there's no world. There's bliss. But waker will falsely claim that I am the dreamer, I am the sleeper. He is actually Dream state in deep sleep state is adding to his personality. Mamakara. Ahankara, mamakara. Ahankara will add to mamakara. Dream is also mine. Deep sleep is also mine. If you inquire very closely, it is not true. Then another interesting thing you have to observe. You can be in the waking state, or you can be in the dreaming state, or you can be in the deep sleep state. Only one state appears at a time. Appears at a time, one state. So you cannot be waking and sleeping simultaneously. You cannot be waking and dreaming simultaneously. Even though if you are what I call dream, somebody is dreaming in the waking state, it's interspersed. It's not when you are dreaming, the waking is gone. When you are waking, dream is gone. Daydreaming, when you say, he appears to be awake, but his mind is somewhere. That means he's dreaming. Then he comes back. So it's either waking or dreaming. Not both simultaneously. Are we clear? Daydreaming for in our language is same. It appears to be person is awake and dreaming. But reality is he's awake, goes to dream, comes back to awake. Like changing states. Okay. So each state, waking, dreaming, or deep sleep state can appear only one at a time. They're exclusive of the other. A waker cannot be a dreamer cannot be sleeper. Anytime. This is our own experience. But still waker will say, I only dreamt, I only slept. See how much ignorance we have about our own nature. Forget about anything else. Waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, how much ignorance we have. A waker cannot be dreamer simultaneously. A waker cannot be sleeper simultaneously. Right? But still, I will claim that I am the dreamer, I am the sleeper. See the ignorance of the waker, ego. It wants to claim some things, many things. So, there must be somebody, something, which is there present in all the states. Waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. That is called Pratyekatma, innermost self. Like a screen is present in the movie all the time. So, in reality, Pratyekatma is the only one who is present in the waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. That's why you can, from waking state point of view, you can say dream is unreal. My dear sir, waker, you are not there in the dream. How can you claim dream as unreal? I am present in dream as Pratyekatma. That's why I am known as unreal. A dreamer says waker is unreal, dream only is real. Then my dear sir, I can say that because dreamer is not in the waking state. Dreamer is present in the waking state as Pratyekatma. That's why you can claim. In deep sleep state, waking and dreaming are false, unreal. Who can claim that? Only Pratyekatma can claim that because Pratyekatma is present in 3 states. Unaffected. So little bit of understanding of our own waking state, dream state, deep sleep state tells us you really I am the Atma, Pratyekatma, innermost self, present in all the states. But then still it doesn't solve the problem of the world. That's why Mandukya Upanishad says Pratyekatma, my innermost self in deep sleep state is present in the waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. And the innermost self only is appearing as the world. That's why I am Atma, Brahma. My innermost self is Brahman. That's what Mandukya Upanishad is saying. Clear? So one more interesting thing we have to notice. The waker's world, I woke up. I was sleeping and I woke up. So Bangalore is there when I woke up. When I went to dream, the dream city of Hyderabad was there. I woke up in a dream in Hyderabad. When I woke up in the dream, I imagined that Hyderabad was there. I woke up in a dream. Here again, we are making a mistake, error. The world which you experience and the body, they appear together. If there's no body, there's no waker. If you don't have body, there's no Bangalore. the body and the world appear together in the waking state. The dream body and dream world appear together in the waking state. Because before your dream body appeared, there's no dream world there. Before your before your waking body appeared, there's no Bangalore there. Bangalore and the world appear together. Are we clear? But we assume that I woke up. It's like a dream character woke up in Hyderabad. So he assumes that Hyderabad was there all the time. No, the dream body and Hyderabad appear together. Waker body and waker world called Bangalore appear together. Is that clear? And also another thing which you have to understand. The waker body and waker world is confined to waking state. It doesn't go into dream state. The waker consciousness or Vaishwanara is the waker body and waker world. Dreamer body and dreamer world is corresponding to Taijasa. So the body and world are confined to the states. Waking state, dream state. But our understanding is ulta pulta. We think that I woke up in Bangalore. I woke up in the world. What I don't realize is that world and my waking up or having my body are together, simultaneous. We think that state of waking is in the world. In reality, the world is in your state of waking up. The other way. The world is in your consciousness, not the consciousness in the world. See, our logic is ulta palta. We say, I have consciousness, saying that body has consciousness. In reality, consciousness has the body. Vaishwanara has the body. Right? We look at it from the body point of view. The reality is from consciousness point of view. In the waker consciousness called Vaishwanara has the world. The state of waking has the world. The waking world disappears in the dream state. The world is dependent on the state. But we think that in the waking state, in the world was there, I woke up into the world. So we are putting state into the world. In reality, world has to be put into state, the other way. This is a blunder which you are making. Are you understanding logic? See, we think that I woke up in Bangalore. So that means Bangalore was there. My waking up happened in Bangalore. The reality is, Bangalore was not there. Bangalore appeared as a part of my waking. Bangalore is a waking up. The waker consciousness has Bangalore. Other way. So the waker consciousness, Vaishwanara, dreamer's consciousness, Taijasa, and sleeper's consciousness, Pradna, they are nothing but Pratyagatma appearing as Taijasa, Pradna, and Vaishwanara. As a universal experiencer. Universal experience has no ignorance, but we have included all the collective jivas in the waking state, collective dreamers in the dream state, collective sleepers in the Pradna. We say still there's ignorance. Still there's a relation has happened. I am Atma Brahma, you have to realize. So that means the subject called Pratyagatma is one with the object called world. No one has to be one with the known. If there's a relation clearly, then that Pratyagatma, which is free from ignorance, is called Turiyatma. Until then, you are Pratyagatma. Pratyagatma with ignorance or Pratyagatma without ignorance. Really, Pratyagatma has no ignorance. There's a superimposition of ignorance happening because of Jiva. So now let us look at the Mandukya Upanishad deep sleep state in a bit more detail. Because there is a lot of confusion has happened when we Mandukya Upanishad can be studied from different perspectives. So this is the confusion which happens when people give commentary on Mandukya Upanishad. There's two ways of understanding Mandukya Upanishad teaching. One is Adnani viewpoint and Gnani viewpoint. Okay. Adnani viewpoint is unreal, but he doesn't know it. So Gnani's viewpoint is real. Okay. So Adnani's viewpoint, I am doer, enjoyer, knower. See, when the expression is given, we get totally confused because Adnani's viewpoint and Gnani's viewpoint gets mixed up. That's why I'm clearly separating out. So Adnani's viewpoint, waking state is real, only real. Dream is unreal, deep sleep is required. Yeah, I can't earn money, I can't enjoy life. So deep sleep is optional. If I get a chance, I want to eliminate deep sleep. I can't do anything there. Who says so? The waker. Our world is waker centric. Adnani. So Adnana is the waking state. So waking state is real for him, dream is unreal for him, and deep sleep is ignorance. Deep sleep, I don't know anything. And waker has a concept of I am the doer, I am the knower, I am the enjoyer. Kartaham, bhoktaham, gnataham. Who is the waker? Waker jiva, ego. Jiva is forgotten, I am the Atma. Jivatma, I am forgotten. So in case of a Gnani, understanding of enlightenment, there are only two mithya states for jiva. Okay, not real. From Gnani's viewpoint, please understand. Understanding of right side is Gnani's viewpoint. There are only two mithya states for jiva. What are the okay, there are only two mithya states. So, what are these two mithya states? There are, we said earlier to start with three states: waking, dreaming, deep sleep. Three, I don't know. Fourth. So, from Gnani's point of view, there are no three states. The waking state, there are only two states. One, where there is no world, there's no movie called the world and body, no thoughts, which is deep sleep. There's another state where world and body appears. So that is in the waking state and dream state. So waking state and dream state are both alike. So I don't want to, Gnani doesn't distinguish between waking state and dream state. His state says dream state is a small day state, dream state is, waking state is a long dream. Both are dreams. When the movie is appearing, it's called dream or waking. So there's no three states, sleep and dreaming, only two states. The dream state and waking state are combined together into one, from Gnani's point of view. Why? Dream state and waking states are alike. When you are dreaming, you don't know it's a dream. You feel it's very real. When you are waken up, you know its waking state is real. You'll never suspect waking state is unreal. I typically tell a story of Zen master. A Zen master wakes up in the morning and starts crying. The disciples will come and ask, Master, what happened? Master said, I had a dream in which I became a butterfly. And students laugh. It's a dream, no? The master says, I don't know whether I am a Zen master dreamt as butterfly or butterfly is dreaming as I am Zen master. We will never be able to distinguish what is dream and what is waking state. Anytime. For example, right now you are listening to my lecture. Tell me whether you are dreaming or waking. In dream also, if I give a lecture, it happens like this only. So we will never be able to distinguish what is dream and what's waking. That's why, for Gnani's point of view, there's only two states: deep sleep and dreaming. In the dreaming state, thoughts are present and world is, because thoughts are present, world is present. In deep sleep, there's no thoughts present, that's why no world. Okay. And these two states are mithya, deep sleep and dreaming. That's the viewpoint of a Gnani. So now, when you sleep, when we say, I am in a dream state, I went to sleep and I woke up, I'm dreaming. And Gnani says, sleep and dream, they're different meanings, they're not same meanings. From Gnani's point of view, sleep is ignorance of self. I don't know who am I. Agrahana means not knowing who am I. That also can be called as avarana in some other language, some other way. I don't know who am I is called deep sleep, sushupti. Okay. Anyata grahana, wrong understanding, is called dream. Right now we are in the waking state. So right now we don't know we are Pratyagatma. That's called agrahana. Means not understanding who am I. Agrahana. Grahana means understanding. Agrahana means I don't know who am I. I don't know who I am. Pratyagatma, I don't know. Okay. Anyata grahana. I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect, I am the character in the movie. That's anyata grahana. So anyata grahana is called dream. A deep sleep is agrahana. But in the dream, which is waking state and dream state, agrahana and anyata grahana both are there. I don't know who am I, and I am wrongly understand I am the body. Right? So this is Gnani's viewpoint. Is it clear to you? Anyata means wrong understanding. Anyata. Right? What I don't know. So, for Gnani's point of view, both are mithya. Deep sleep and dream. Okay? Deep sleep and waking, not knowing who am I, not knowing I am Brahman, is called agrahana. And misunderstanding that I am the body is called anyata grahana. So right now, we have both agrahana and anyata grahana. Because we are in the waking dream. If I go to sleep, anyata grahana is not possible. There's no other there. But agrahana is there. Still, I don't know who am I. Okay. So this is still from the point of view of a Gnani. Gnani telling a Adnani. Still he is saying your agrahana and anyata grahana. So Gnani says, I am the Turiya Atma. Waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, all are mithya, appearing and disappearing. So who is Turiya Atma? One who has realized Pratyagatma is Brahman. I am the Pratyagatma, you have to realize in the waking state. And that Pratyagatma, my innermost self, is Brahman, the totality is self of the universe. Atma is Paramatma, that you have to realize. One who has realized is called Turiya Atma. So this is what I say, Atma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, Satya Darshanam. Atma Darshanam means know yourself. Please understand, know yourself. What do you know yourself? You have to know that I am the Sakshi. What is the nature of Sakshi? In deep sleep, whatever I am, Akarta, Abhokta, Adnata, not a knower, not a doer, not an enjoyer. That Sakshi, I am in the waking state also. I am the dream state also. I am the Atma, Pratyagatma. That's called Atma Darshana. Brahma Darshana is the totality of the universe I see in the waking state and dream state, which is not that in deep sleep state, is nothing but an appearance. The reality of that appearance is nothing but Pratyagatma. Pratyagatma is Brahman, means appearing as the world. So now the subject-object duality is gone. So such a person who has realized the subject-object duality, he has done Satya Darshana, he has realized he is enlightened. Satya Darshana is enlightenment. These three steps: Atma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam. Brahma Darshanam, Satya Darshanam. Are you clear? Atma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, Satya Darshanam. So now, let us understand sleep from the Gnani's point of view. Because we have just taken this sloka on sleep. Sri Ramana Maharshi says, from Adnani's point of view, sleep is a state of ignorance, almost practically useless state for a waker. But the same sleep is a state of supreme reality, Paramatma, for a Gnani. Deep sleep becomes state of pure awareness and wisdom. So, from Gnani's point of view, Adnani's point of view, sleep is a state of ignorance. From Gnani's point of view, sleep is a state of enlightenment. Deep sleep. Why? There's no duality there. But Adnani says there's no duality there because my body, my sense organs are switched off. I'm not able to see anything, that's why nothing is there. So Gnani says there's nothing is there because nothing was there also, earlier also. It's appearance. That's why the state of enlightenment. See, just little bit understanding shift in the Gnani and Adnani. Adnani says, in deep sleep, my sense organs switched off, mind was switched off. That's why I can't see the world. There's no body, there's no world. I'm blissful. So Adnani says, I'm blissful because there's nothing else. So Gnani says, it's not, my dear, your sense organs are switched off is not important. There's no world anyway. It was all appearance. You are blissful because you are non-dual Brahman. That's why deep sleep is state of bliss. Same state of experience, sleep, becomes a state of wisdom for Gnani, state of ignorance for Adnani. So let us understand very subtle difference between Gnani's understanding and Adnani's understanding of deep sleep or states. So Adnani says there are three states: waking state, dreaming state, deep sleep state, Jagrata, Swapna, and Sushupti. I don't know what is absolute state, Turiya. It's Adnani. Okay. Please understand, Adnani's all understanding is centered on waking state. He is looking for the world from the waking state point of view. So Gnani says, I am the Sakshi, witness, Pratyagatma, not a doer, not a knower, not an enjoyer. That's what I am now. I am the illuminator, light. What kind of light is that? Atma Jyoti. I am the light illuminating the waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. The waking state, dream state, deep sleep state appear and disappear like a movie. Absolute or Turiya alone is real. This is the understanding of Gnani. So is the understanding of difference clear? Gnani says, I am Sakshi. Now Sakshi doesn't observe anything. Now Sakshi illuminates here. Sakshi is the light. What Sakshi is that? Atma Jyoti is Sakshi. Antar Jyoti, Bahir Jyoti, Pratyak Jyoti, Paratpara, Jyotireva Jyoti, Swayam Jyoti, Atma Jyoti, Shivosmeham. So Gnani's viewpoint is, I am the Atma Jyoti, light of self. In my light, Bahir Jyoti, the external world is illuminated. Bahir Jyoti is nothing but here, Vaishwanara. Antar Jyoti, I am the inner light. What is that inner light? Taijasa, illuminating the dream world. Pratyak Jyoti, I am that word light in the deep sleep. Pradna. Jyotisham Jyoti, I am the light for all the lights. Every light is physical. Physical light will come and go off and on. But I am the light which is always illuminating. I am the Atma Jyoti, light of the self. I am the foundation for the universe. Universe appears and disappears in me. I am not appearing in the disappearing in the universe. Here I am refers to consciousness. Consciousness of Vaishwanara, Taijasa, and Pradna. Okay. But Jiva mistakes that I am the body. What is happening? Because of Vaishwanara, Jiva says, I am doing. I am enjoying. I am knowing. Jiva takes a credit. That's why you have a credit history. That credit history is called karma. You are only taking credit, Jiva. Really, you are not a doer, not a knower, not an enjoyer. You have gone to a movie and you have got involved in the movie. That's all has happened. Movie of life. So there's another understanding. Let's look at that. So the waker Adnani says deep sleep is a state of ignorance. It's a waste of time. That's why people who are studying for exam, they want to drink a cup of coffee so that they can't sleep. Waking state is very important for me. Okay. So that waker has a concept that deep sleep guy pradna is ignorant. See how the ignorance is pradna is told. Okay. Prayena adnaha. Okay, Prayana means he is an ignorant person. Pradna word split like this in Sanskrit by who? Adnani. Yeah, deep sleeper, he is a Prayana Adna. Almost ignorant. He doesn't know. He doesn't know himself, he doesn't know the world. That's why deep sleep guy is ignorant person. Unconscious guy. People in coma are ignorant, unconscious, because they're not aware of the world, they're not aware of themselves. So, Prayena Adnaha. Okay. Come to Gnani. So he says, deep sleep state Pratyagatma is not Prayanadha. He is Pradnanam Brahma. Pradnanam Brahma is Upanishad Vakya. Pradna is nothing but Pradnanam. Right? Pradna is nothing but Pradnanam from Gnani's point of view. Pradnanam is Brahman. So you understand the viewpoint difference. See, you read some Upanishad commentary, everywhere you say, these says state have ignorance. That is written from the Adnani point of view. So Gnani says, deep sleep is state of Pradnana, pure awareness. Pradnanam is Brahma. So Pratyagatma is Brahman. Pradnana is Pradna is Brahman. From whose point of view? Gnani's point of view. From ignorance point of view, Pradna, he doesn't know anything. See, little bit of understanding shift. Then you become a Gnani. So change your understanding tomorrow. So now let's look at Gnani's viewpoint. Why he says like that? Okay. See, from any state, waking state and dream state, if you do a commentary, it's false commentary. Because waking state is real when you wake, when you're waking state, dream is real when you are dreaming, and deep sleep is real when you are deep sleep. Understand? You have to comment on a state based on the state where you are in, not on the other states. So waker will comment on dream state and waker will comment on deep sleep state, which is false. Because waker was not there in dream state, waker was not there in deep sleep state. You are commenting on something which you don't exist there. Are you getting what I'm saying? So let us look at from deep sleep person point of view. A person in deep sleep, not from a waker's point of view. Waker's point of view, deep sleep is ignorance. Nothing is there. In deep sleep, person's point of view, which is nothing but Pratyagatma, there's nothing. There's nothing to know. The knower, no knowledge has become awareness in deep sleep. So deep sleep person says, deep sleep person can never claim I have ignorance. Person who is in deep, telling from the deep sleep point of view, I can never claim I have ignorance in deep sleep because there's nothing to know for me. Okay, and what is there? Pure awareness is there. I'm aware of nothing. I am blissful. I exist. I'm saying the deep sleep person doesn't claim I exist also, but I'm saying deep sleep person's point of view, existence, consciousness, and the world, everything has become one reality. Are you understand? See, I can claim ignorance. There is something to know. I don't know it. So there is a physics subject. I don't know subject. That's why I'm ignorant. I can claim in the waking state because there is a subject and object. In the deep sleep, I cannot claim I am ignorant of something because there's no subject-object duality. The knower, no knowledge has become one in deep sleep. So that oneness is called pradna, is nothing but pradnanam. But pradna has adnana for a waker point of view. Sleeper point of view, there is no adnana. Sleeper point is experience reality only. So deep sleep state is nothing but Brahman. Okay. Now, deep sleep is not a state of Brahman from the waker point of view. Why? Huh? The waker will say, deep sleep, I don't know anything. That's what I call as agrahana. Anyata grahana is not there because there's nothing else to experience. Agrahana is there. I don't know who am I in deep sleep. You are in deep sleep as Sarveshwara, Ishvara. That's what Mundaka Upanishad says. Esha Sarveshwaraha, Esha Sarvadnaha. You have become one with the Ishvara in deep sleep. So, waker point of view, deep sleep state is a prayena adnaha, ignorant person. From Jnani's perspective, pradna means Brahman. Pradna is pradnanam. What is the difference between pradna and pradnanam? Why the two words are used? Why could not use pradnanam there itself? Pradna means a knower. Knower has knowledge and ignorance. Knower can have knowledge and ignorance. Right? I know English. I don't know chemistry. I have knowledge of English. I have knowledge of chemistry. That's pradna. Knower. But knower, when he realizes that subject and object are one, I am Brahma, Aham Brahma, then there's no knower and known. There's no knowledge. Knowledge and ignorance is not possible. He has gone beyond knowledge and ignorance. That's why it's called pradnana. That's why two words are used. Pradnana and pradna. Two words are used. Pradna is still Adnani point of view. Really, in deep sleep, pradna is pradnana. He doesn't know. Who doesn't know? Waker doesn't know. Are we clear? So the problem is coming from waker point of view, not deep sleep point of view. Is the distinction between the Jnani and Adnani viewpoint clear? So that's why Upanishad says Pradnanam Brahma. That means deep sleep, whatever you are, is Brahman. Already you have become one. But from Adnani's point of view, what's happening? He is Prayena Adnaha. He is an ignorant person. So the waker will say, you see, I dreamt, I went to deep sleep, then I woke up. His world is centered on I in the waking state. So then he says, see, in the waking state I had Adnana. Deep sleep, I don't have a way of knowing. My sense organs switched off. For my Adnana has gone to dream state. That's why I woke up again. Okay? My Adnana in the waking state got seed form, Karana Rupa in the dream state. Then I woke up. My Adnana was there. My Adnana in the waking state is there. He knows that he has the Adnana in the waking state. He says, my Adnana in the waking state has gone into dream state in the seed form and woke up. Right? Because he is trying to relate to deep sleep state in the waking state. Without knowing that deep sleep state is an independent state altogether. You see the confusion created by the mind. The waker will say, I only slept. Then what happened? My all waking world, everything, dream, the Bangalore, my waking world, making waking world, Adnana got packed up in the deep sleep as a causal form, Karana Rupa. Deep sleep, I'm saying dream state and deep sleep state, all are independent. But waker will claim that I only slept. So what happened to your waking world? What happened to your waking family? Hey, it was there. It was in deep sleep. It went into seed form, causal form. And when I woke up, it came back again. Because its ignorance is not gone. Right? Are you understanding what I'm saying to say? So like I have a laptop where I'm playing a game. I went into power down mode. The game is there in the causal, in the seed form. Once I open the laptop, power up, again it will come up. Similarly, waker will say, deep sleep, I have powered down my sense organs and mind. All the programs which I am running in the waking state, vasanas, impressions are there in deep sleep. And they come up again. That's why I woke up. Without understanding that deep sleep is the independent state. Deep sleep, you have become one with pradhana, Brahman. There's no vasanas, nothing is there. That's expression given from an Adnani point of view. So the Adnani point of view, I have said Pradhanam Brahma here. So you become wait. So the waker has ignorance of deep sleep. Waker says, my Adnana is in deep sleep also. That's why Prayan Adna, deep sleep guy. Okay. And the ignorance of waker gone through understanding Shravana Mana Nidhyasa. He understands deep sleep is also, there's no Adnana. My Adnana in the waking state is gone. My Adnana is not there in deep sleep. Then where is the Adnana? The Adnana about deep sleep is a wrong understanding of deep sleep by the waker. Huh? See, no. Gnani means the whole problem is in the waking state. The waking state guy has ignorance of deep sleep state. So when you have ignorance in the waking state gone, already there's no ignorance in the deep sleep, he understood that. He is superimposing his ignorance in the waking state to deep sleep state. He doesn't know he's independent. No, that's why he's confusing the state also, no, as a dependent state. Multiple confusions are happening. So be happy. Every day when you are sleeping, you are Brahman. Pradhanam Brahma. Atma is Brahman. That's called Atma. So this Dana has to happen in the waking state. So let us understand another difference. In Mandukya Upanishad said Ananda book. Ananda book means experience of bliss. Who? Dreamer, deep sleep. Okay. Gnani's viewpoint and Adnani's viewpoint, please understand the difference. I experience bliss. That means the duality is there. Because it's temporary. Experience is temporary. I experience bliss is the waker will say, I am Ananda book. So Gnani says, I am not Ananda book. I am Ananda Swarupa in deep sleep. There's nothing to experience for me. Experience, something to experience. There's experience and experience subject object duality should be there. Are you understanding difference? So here from Adnani's point of view, Ananda book, I am the experience of bliss. I want to sleep now, 1 hour sleep. I didn't get sleep. I woke up, experienced sleep for 1 hour. I experienced sleep. He claims that I as an individual existed in deep sleep. Claims. I experienced sleep. Understand? He is bringing his ego, superimposed on ego, deep sleep state, as an experiencer. Superimposition, not a reality. So Gnani says, I was not there. Ego was not there in deep sleep. There's no question of an experiencer itself. So I am the experience. Because no knowledge has become one reality. The experience is possible when the subject object duality is there. And no knowledge has become one, then there's a bliss only. The bliss is my Swarupa. It's not an experience. So Gnani's understanding of deep sleep is not an experience. Gnani's experience of deep sleep is, Gnani says, deep sleep is my Swarupa, my nature. Subject object duality is not there. My Swarupa is Ananda. That's why I'm experiencing Ananda in deep sleep. No, I'm not experiencing. I'm the Ananda. I'm not experiencing Ananda. I'm the Ananda. Understand? Whereas from waker point of view, there's the ignorance in deep sleep. There's the ignorant person in deep sleep. Ego is there. That ego is experiencing bliss. That's why I claim I experience bliss in the deep sleep. That is a state of ignorance who is the waker point of view. Without understanding, it's an independent state. In that independent state, Brahman alone is there. From Gnani point of view, Brahman alone is there. There's no ignorance. There's no I to experience. There's no subject-object duality. I am experiencing my own nature, Swarupa. That's called bliss. Swarupa Ananda is bliss. Whereas, Adnani's point of view, it's not Swarupa Ananda. I am experiencing bliss because there's nothing else. Absence of something is bliss. See, it is like this. Everybody in my house has gone on vacation. I am bliss happy. Because I am happy because everybody is not there. Adnani's point of view, there is nothing, no world, no body, no boss, no family, nothing is there in the deep sleep. That's why I am happy. His happiness is coming from absence of something. His understanding. For Adnani's point of view, absence of something is not giving you happiness. You only are present. Your presence is giving you happiness. You are Jnana Swarupa. There's no subject-object duality. The subject is you, object is you. You are Pradnana. That's why you are blissful. I am Ananda Swarupa. Subtle difference. Right? If you read any Mandukya Upanishad commentary, you can thoroughly get confused because which point they are telling, we don't know. Is the distinction clear? So, experience of bliss is temporary, deep sleep. So, once you realize I am Ananda Swarupa, you'll realize that I am Pratyekatma in the waking state also. Then, I am Ananda Swarupa in the waking state and dream state. All the states. I'm not Ananda Swarupa just in deep sleep. That's called Gnani. So here, Adnani will say, there's something called Turiya, fourth state, after waking, dreaming, deep sleep state. The fourth state, Turiya. I have to attain that state called Turiya in Samadhi. Who says that? Adnani. Samadhi, a very blissful state, liberation state, I have to attain through Samadhi. What Adnani will say? My dear sir, you cannot attain Turiya. Turiya cannot be attained through Samadhi. You are Turiya. You cannot attain yourself. You can attain something else. Suppose you don't have a car, you can get a car. But you cannot get yourself. Your real nature is Turiya. So you have to recognize your Turiya nature. You cannot attain Turiya through Samadhi. Do you understand what is the viewpoint of Gnani? Typically, people practice Nirvikalpa Samadhi for Atma Jnana, Mukti. Nirvikalpa Samadhi, they believe it's liberation. So, Adnani says, Samadhi is not a fourth state. Turiya means what is present in waking state, dream state, deep sleep state all the time is Turiya. You have to recognize Turiya in waking state, Turiya in the dream state, Turiya in the deep sleep state. So, dream and waking are both are like dreaming only. So, there are only two states, deep sleep and dream state. Right? That's what I told earlier. In the dream, thoughts are there. In deep sleep, there are no thoughts. So in the waking state, if you understand the reality very clearly, your thoughts will reduce. When thoughts is reduced, you will attain what's called Jagrata Sushupti. In the waking state, you feel as if you are in deep sleep. As if thoughts are less. But now you know, I am the Pratyekatma in the waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. And Pratyekatma is Brahman, you know. Brahma Satya, Jagan Nitya, you know. From that waking state becomes like a relaxed deep sleep state. So that is called Jagrata Sushupti. And that Jagrata Sushupti, deep sleep, anyway you are Brahman. In the waking state also, I recognize I am Brahman. In the Jagrata Sushupti. Sushupti means Anyata Grahana is not there. Wrong understanding is not there. I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect. Wrong understanding is not there. And right understanding is that I am Pratyekatma. And right understanding that I am Pratyekatma is Brahman, totality. Subject-object duality is not there. When you attain that, it's called Jagrata Sushupti. In Jagrata Sushupti or enlightenment, it's called Nirvikalpa Jnana. It's not Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Nirvikalpa samadhi is experience. Nirvikalpa jnana, experience of bliss. Nirvikalpa jnana is I am bliss. I don't experience. Bliss is not experience. I am, my nature is bliss. I am Ananda Swarupa. Samadhi is I want to attain Turiya. I want to go to Turiya. Nirvikalpa jnana is I am Turiya. Nirvikalpa jnana can come only through Shravana Manana Nidhyasa. It's called Aparoksha jnana. So Turiya cannot be attained. Turiya has to be recognized in the waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. The gap between two thoughts, gap between two feelings, gap between two emotions, and what is present when thoughts, feelings, emotions are not there, that is Turiya. Pratyek Atma, Akarta, Abhokta, Adnata, not a doer, not an enjoyer, not a knower, is there in the waking state. I am that. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not intellect. I am pure consciousness, Brahman. Deep sleep state is already state of Brahman. Nirvikalpa samadhi, you are trying to make your mind silent. Jnana has not happened there. Jnana can come only through Shravana, Manana, Nidhyasa. Nirvikalpa samadhi is also centered on Vaker. Vaker, I want to attain something. Vaker always, I get a car, I get a vehicle, I get a bungalow by doing some effort. Nirvikalpa samadhi, doing something, I'll get samadhi, Turiya. Jnana is, you don't have to do anything to get Jnana, Brahman. You have to recognize who you are, your ignorance has to be removed. Shravana, Manana, Nidhyasa. And what you get is temporary always. What you are will never lose. And how do you recognize in the Nirvikalpa jnana? Nanu, nanembudu, nanalla, ideha, manabuddhi, nanalla, sachidanandatma, shivanannane, shivoham, shivoham, shivoham. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect. I'm pure consciousness. This jnana has to come through Shravana, Manana, Nidhyasa. Atma, the Light of Self Foundation has a website, YouTube channel. Our children program has a YouTube channel and website called I Lead. You can subscribe to that, or you can forward to anybody who is interested. Let us end with a prayer. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamuduchyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Nanu Nanembudu Nanalla Ideha Manabuddhi Nanalla Sachidanandatma Shivanannane Shivoham 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 Atmadarshanam Brahmadarshanam Brahmadarshanam Satyadarshanam Antarjyoti Bahirjyoti Pratyek Jyoti Paratpara Jyotireva Jyoti Swayam Jyoti Atma Jyoti Shivosmiham Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Anybody has a question? Yes, Ram Prakash.
These people,
yes, Ram Prakash. Yes, go ahead.
Deep sleep agrahana anta henge helakagutte Guruji? It's all ignorant of the agnani ashte alva adu. Agrahana anta
Agrahana is from the perspective of Jnani. From Jnani's perspective, it's Pradnana.
But as a ignorant person only can say that agrahana. But
correct.
Otherwise,
all the teachings are first for an ignorant person. For ignorant person says agrahana. So Jnani says it's not agrahana, it is Pradnana.
Why we have to say agrahana? Because it's just ignorance. We cannot say agrahana, you know.
No. Ignorance is agrahana. See, agrahana means, ignorance means I don't know something.
Like,
right?
but in the deep sleep, he can say only there's nothing. It doesn't mean that there is agrahana, you know.
No, pa. Always it's told by waking person.
Correct.
You are the waking person. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, are you Brahman? Straight answer, yes or no.
Yes, I am Brahman.
Then what? The matter is closed. If you say I'm not Brahman, okay, then in deep sleep I'll say you are Brahman. Then you say no, in deep sleep I don't know I'm Brahman. So then it's agrahana.
Why we have to say agrahana?
Alapa, you are asking a question. Whom I am asking? See, you are mixing up Adnani and Adnani viewpoint. Please understand. Let us say now you pretend you are Adnani. Okay, you say I am Adnani. I am not Brahman.
Adnani also, why he has to say agrahana in deep sleep?
Are Baba, in Adnani already told. No. Listen carefully. Adnani, you are told. Tattvamasi is told. Okay.
Correct.
He says I have not realized Tattvamasi. Then in deep sleep, what were you? I'll ask. Deep sleep bliss was there. But still I have not realized I am Brahman in deep sleep. That's why agrahana. Grahana means I have not understood. I am Brahman.
Okay.
Right? Agrahana means I have not grasped that I am Brahman in deep sleep. That's what he says. Until he realizes he is Brahman in the waking state.
Deep sleep,
no, please listen carefully. You are mixing up Adnani's viewpoint, Adnani's viewpoint, and Sadhaka's viewpoint. You are mixing up all these things.
Okay.
So you are Adnani right now, let's say. Okay? Ram Prakash, Tattvamasi, you are Brahman, I say. Then Ram Prakash says, I have not realized. Okay? Agrahana, I have not understood. Agrahana means I have not understood.
But agrahana in waking stage is correct. But in deep sleep,
listen carefully, yaar. You are still Adnani. Don't become Dnani now. Okay? You are Adnani. I am saying Tattvamasi. He says Agrahana. I have not understood. I am Brahman. Okay? Then you say, my dear Ram Prakash, you are blissful in deep sleep. There you are Brahman. Then Ram Prakash says, no. In deep sleep, I cannot do. I cannot understand. That's why Agrahana is there in deep sleep also. You are superimposing your Agrahana in the waking state to deep sleep state.
Okay.
Superimposition is happening.
Okay. It's just a superimposition.
Right? Everything is superimposition by waker. There's no problem in the deep sleep. So don't mix up a Adnani's viewpoint, a Sadhaka's viewpoint, and Gnani's viewpoint. Don't mix up. Then you will get confused.
Okay.
Agrahana is from the point of view of Sadhaka. Sadhaka is told Tattvamasi. He says, I have not understood Tattvamasi. How can I be Brahman? Then you in deep sleep you are Brahman. No, I can't understand. Agrahana. In deep sleep, there's no possibility. Agrahana is there in deep sleep.
But individually but he will not say I am not understood. He's just ignorant in the deep sleep.
You're mixing English word and Sanskrit word and taking the state of Gnani, Sadhaka, and Adnani, mixing up all these things and you're telling something. Make it separate. See, this is where the confusion comes. If you mix up these, something will be. So you read many of these Upanishads, they'll say in deep sleep there's ignorance. Pradna. Pradna means Praya and Adna. He's ignorant. He's ignorant from the point of a waker.
Waker point, okay.
Okay, from a teacher-student perspective, teacher has told you are Brahman. So he says, I have not understood. I have agrahana. It's not ignorance now. Agrahana means I have not understood.
So, okay, not understood.
Okay. In deep sleep also I have not understood. Agrahana.
Okay.
My waking state agrahana, I am superimposed at deep sleep also.
Got it.
Right? So please understand, we are speaking of three viewpoints. One is Adnani viewpoint. Another viewpoint is Sadhaka or Yogi viewpoint. And third is Gnani viewpoint. You should not mix these. Then you'll get confused thoroughly.
Okay. It's clear.
Okay.
And one more statement he made. I have a consciousness. That is a defeated ego there.
Consciousness as you.
Consciousness.
It's ulta.
But every time we say I have consciousness,
He is conscious. Somebody is in coma. Then doctor will come and say he is conscious. He means body is consciousness. Body is not conscious. Consciousness has the body. Other way.
So you're killing the superlative ego every moment.
Ego is not there.
You
are not killing. I mean, it's like you saw a rope on the snake. snake on the rope. Then you say, I'll kill the snake. It's also false. You can't kill the snake because there's not there.
Wrong understanding.
Ego is not there. How can you kill ego, which is not there? So it's like what you're saying. I saw a rope. There was a snake. I got scared of snake and I killed the snake. Is it true?
It's wrong understanding.
The snake was not there. How can you kill it? How can you kill the ego which is not there?
But perception is there, Ego perception is there.
Perception is not reality, no. Then you to say that killing the ego is also false, I'm saying.
Okay.
You have to understand there's no snake, but only rope is there. Understanding is required, not killing. You cannot kill.
Right.
Are you understanding distinction?
Yeah, right.
Many of the spiritual teachings say kill the ego. It's false. You can't kill the ego because it's not there.
It's not there.
You can kill a snake which is real. You cannot kill a snake which is not there.
Correct, Guruji.
But
Right.
see, little bit wrong understanding spirituality will take you somewhere. Read a spiritual book. Kill the ego, they say. You ask them how to kill the ego because ego doesn't exist. How to kill the ego? Huh?
Correct.
See, that even came in your words also. You said killing the ego, which is false. It's coming from false, wrong understanding.
Wrong understanding.
You cannot kill the ego because it's not there.
So telling ego is also a wrong actually.
The moment you say, I want to kill the ego, you are going on a wrong spiritual path. You'll go long way. It's another Maya, illusion.
Got it, Guruji. Thank you.
Okay. You cannot kill the ego because it's not there. It's just appearance. Anybody else any questions?
Pranam Gurudeva.
Yes, Jita.
Now, when you actually deduced that the waking, dreaming, and the deep sleep state are independent states. Now, the deep sleep, there is no observer at all.
How do you say that? Deep sleep, there's no observer. I mean, deep sleep, did you have bliss experience?
Yes, definitely.
Without knowing principle, how this knowledge is possible?
No, this is a question. Now, do you say that in the deep sleep there is no observer?
There's a light of awareness, pure awareness,
Yes.
which is illuminating. Nothing is there.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So that is called Sakshi or the witness. Sakshi or witness doesn't witness anything. It is a light, Atma Jyoti.
Yeah, it's just the light, which is the experience.
It's not just light. It's a very important light.
Yeah. Of course.
It's Atma
Of
Jyoti.
course. Yes, it's the Atma Jyoti. It's the light. Okay. Then when we come to the waking and dream state, the observer is there. The
Subject and object come into picture. Subject and object are movie characters. They appear.
Yeah. So we see that gradually the observer is actually impermanence. It is due to just the
No, don't
illusion.
call observer as impermanence. Observer is Sakshi. Sakshi is not impermanence. Subject and object are impermanence. Subject called body, mind, and intellect is impermanence. The subject appears to be observer, which is not true.
The subject which appears to be the observer is not true.
Subject says, I am the observer, which is false.
Yes, got it. So, but when we see this graduation, this graduation of observer, which is not, the subject which is saying that observer, which is not true, we deduce that actually there is only the light is there.
That's all I say.
Yeah,
Keep on repeating Atma Jyoti, Atma Jyoti, Atma Jyoti. Every million times I've told Atma Jyoti means that's all. Nothing else is there.
In this lecture of today, it got deduced. As you say, in the waking state only, it can be understood. It got understood in today's lecture that only the light is there. All these graduations are actually, just due to some kind of mixing up, like subject object, or superimposition or something like that.
It's a movie.
Yes. Today, the lecture was absolutely, it has deduced that it's immaculate actually. It's
very good. There are this only first sloka Mandukya Karika. There are only 245 slokas are there.
Yeah.
First sloka I have not completed today. I hope I have completed first sloka today. Next sloka I will take. Something will get more clear.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure about that. Thank you so much, Gurudev.
Okay. Anybody else? Any questions?
Hari Om Prabhuji.
Yes, Kaumari.
Thank you so much for resuming the classes. I'm trying to understand. So I have one question. From the class, we understand that one creates from one's own mind and then sees that, just like this is waking state, but it's exactly like in the dream state.
Yes.
Yes. Now I am unable to reconcile one point. So when we look at it, everything, including all other individuals, are one's creation, which means I have created that and I'm seeing it. But there are individuals that are not in my purview. So they are not exclusive to my experience. How to reconcile that? How come they also...
Prabhuji, I think you're on mute.
Who is on mute? Am I on mute?
I think you were on mute, Prabhuji. You were on mute when we were trying to respond. Now you're heard.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Kumari. When you say, I have created, who is that I?
That's the mind.
No.
Okay.
So when you say I have created, right? I spoke of Vaishwanara, Hiranyagarbha, Vaishwanara, Taijasa and Pradna. Consciousness, right?
Right,
So
Prabhuji.
the waking state consciousness is common to you, me, everybody in the world.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So the consciousness makes the body appear.
Right, Prabhuji.
Not you. You as a jiva, ego.
Right.
Understand?
Yes.
So because of this is where I'm trying to understand. Don't mix up the mind with the consciousness.
Okay.
Mind is appearance in consciousness. Mind itself cannot create anything. Mind gets activated by consciousness.
Okay. So the first assumption is wrong. It's not the mind, it's the consciousness that has created, and therefore...
The consciousness doesn't create anything. Again, the consciousness is a presence. Like electricity is the presence.
Okay.
In the presence of electricity, the bulb will glow, fan will blow, right? In the presence of consciousness, the matter gets activated.
Right. Based on the vasanas, right? The matter will get activated, it will manifest, and therefore it comes back to one's creation, right? Then
who's one's creation? Who is one's creation? Who is this one?
The mind with the vasanas that has created what we see, what I see.
Actually, there are two things here. Okay, what you see as a sky, wind, fire, water, right? It's your universal. It's common to me and you.
Right, Prabhuji.
Okay, that's your not mental creation.
Okay.
Your mental creation is the impressions you get from that. That's your mental creation. That brings a circumstance in your life called karma.
Okay, so that's the intersection. There is the
intersection.
universe.
The universal is the cosmic consciousness creates the universal experience.
Right.
In that, there's a jiva. You have ignorance. You don't understand it's universal. You make it private. You make the private property in the universe. Okay. So the private property in the universe causes your karma and vasanas.
Right.
So that karma and vasanas will bring relationships and friends in your life.
Right.
It will not change your sky or wind or water. That's universal.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So here I want to distinguish Ishvara Srishti and Jiva Srishti. Ishvara Srishti is universal. Jiva Srishti is individual. Jiva Srishti is because of our vasanas and impressions. Okay. So that's your karma. And that will make you take birth and again until you get jnana. Then you become one with the Ishvara Srishti.
So therefore, it would mean the multiplicity that we see can only be explained with the framework of Ishvara Srishti. It is not from the I create from my own mind. The Drishti Srishti, I
no,
think.
see, no. Here again, you have to mix. Don't mix up. As long as your ignorance, you say Jiva Srishti and Ishvara Srishti is there. As long as your ignorance.
Okay.
Once ignorance is gone, Jiva Srishti and Ishvara Srishti are not different. Jiva is Ishvara.
Okay. Okay.
So this explanation is valid until you get Jnana.
Okay. I will continue listening and thinking about it.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Right. So then another thing which you said in the beginning, that thank you for what is it?
Resuming the classes.
Resuming the
Yes,
class. I never stopped the class. I'm not going to stop the class. The class will go on and on. You may stop listening, but I will not stop teaching. So it's only that temporarily there's a gap. That's all.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So anybody else any questions?
Gap like deep sleep,
Hari Om,
Prabhuji.
Deep sleep.
Where there is full pragnanam. Yeah.
Yes, Vasu, you are saying something?
Prabhuji, Hari Om. Magu, Vishwagu, yen distinction, no?
Yarigu?
Pratyagatma is the last strain of the individual, but
Not last,
Vishwa
innermost.
is the Devata. Innermost, but still there is an individuality.
Individuality from the Waker Jiva point of view. There's no individuality
Correct.
in reality.
But then what is the distinction between Pratyagatma and Vishwa or Vaishvana?
No. See, the deep sleep, what is there is called Pratyagatma. So you have a sense of individuality, right? Me, I.
Deep sleep, what is there is Pratyagatma, the innermost self.
No, see, all of us, we are speaking from a Adnani perspective. He has a sense of I-hood, individuality,
Okay.
right? So all explanation,
yes.
explanation has to be from his point of view initially.
Okay.
So initially, I'll say, in deep sleep, you are some state. That state is called Pratyagatma. And that's called Brahman. Okay. So now, in deep sleep, the subject, object, knower, known knowledge has become one, which you don't know. Your still sense of I'm in deep sleep, I'm individual. That sense is there for you. Okay.
Okay.
The Pratyagatma and Brahman are not different in deep sleep, but I don't know about it. That's why Pratyagatma is Ishvara, I don't know. I have still a sense of individuality, me. Now,
so Pratyagatma in that sense is Prajna, Prabhuji. Is it Prajna?
No. Pratyagatma, Prajna is the awareness. Okay. Pratyagatma is you are referring yourself. I am the knower. Sorry, Prajna is the knower. Pratyagatma is not a knower, not an enjoyer, not a doer. That is a potential knower in the deep sleep state. See, for example, without the glasses, I can't see. But my eyes are there. I am a potential knower. Okay, the potential knower becomes actual knower when the glasses are given. Right? So, Pratyagatma is a potential knower with the Prajna. Potential knower as a Prajna. Because there's nothing to know there. There's no sense organs, mind is there. But still is a potential knower because that potential knower acquires sense organs in the mind and knows something in the waking state. Becomes an actual knower. See, the Pratyagatma is not a knower, not a doer, not an enjoyer. Akarta, abhokta, adnata. Right? Understand? So he should be like that only all the states. Waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. He's like a movie screen. When the movie is projected, the knower, he becomes knower, doer, and enjoyer. Movie of the world is projected, correct?
Prabhuji, there are my question is there are 3 layers here. For example, if we take the waking state, Bahish Prajna anta one layer ide. Then Vishwanta one layer ide, Virat anta innond layer.
Illa.
So
actually,
I'm trying to understand.
No. Please, you are mixing up again. You have to go back to my earlier
class. Of explanation, these are 3.
No, please understand that you have to go back to my earlier classes and listen carefully. Okay. So Pratyagatma is Brahman. In Brahman, not a knower, not a doer, not an enjoyer. Because there is no duality there. Correct? But you have a sense of Atma. Atma who? I am, you say I am, you are referring to Atma. Individual self. Right? Universal self, your individualized and says myself. My inner self. Right? You have a sense of inner self. Like we say, my God. God is made it personal. So that Pratyeka Atma is not a knower, not a doer, not an enjoyer. But he becomes a doer, knower, enjoyer in the waking state. Because of superimposition. Correct? The superimposition is ignorance. Jiva. Identifies with the body, he becomes doer, knower, and enjoyer. It's called Jiva. Jivatma is the one entity. But Jiva doesn't know I'm Jivatma. Jiva says, I'm the body, I'm the mind, intellect, and I become the knower, doer, and enjoyer. Now, for the Jiva, it has to be told, knowership, doership, and enjoyership is not individual, it's universal. In the deep sleep, the knowership was there in the form of pradna. Knowership. That's called pradna deva. Potential knowership. In the waking state, extroverted knowership is there called Vaishwanara. In the dream state, extroverted introverted enjoyer is there. It's called Taijasa. So individual experience knowership and doership is fit into universal experiences. Okay, they are called Pradna, Vaishwanara, Taijasa, and Pradna. Now don't confuse between Vaishwanara and Vishwa. Vaishwanara and Vishwa is the same terminologies. Vaishwanara term is used in Mandukya Upanishad. The same Vaishwanara is called Vishwa in Mandukya Karika. Vaishwa and Vaishwanara are same. It's a universal extroverted knower.
Okay.
Right? Now don't confuse with the totality. Virat is the totality. In totality, knower and known duality is not there. In Vaishwanara, the apparent duality is there. Apparent duality because of Jiva, ignorance. Okay, Vaishwanara is nothing but Virat only, totality only, but for the sake of our understanding, apparent duality of experience and experience is known. Knower and known is brought in. Apparent duality. Are you getting what I'm saying? See, Vaso is the simple process of Mandukya Upanishad. Jiva has a individuality, sense of individuality, right?
Okay.
It is not real. So Jiva's sense of individuality, a personal sense, has to be made impersonal first. To make it personal to impersonal.
Confusion ಆಗಿದ್ದು, where my confusion lies is Vaishwanara is not the doer, not the knower, because it is universal.
No.
There is
no. Vaishwanara, definition of Vaishwanara, Saptanga Ekona Vimshati Mukha. That means it's universe with the Jiva. It's a collection of Jiva in the waking state. That's called Vaishwanara.
okay.
The consciousness is not an experiencer, true. But consciousness superimposed with Jiva appears as an experiencer. That's why Vaishwanara is called as a knower. Appears as a knower. The movie screen has no fire, but fire is projected on the movie. A screen appears to be on fire. Like that, Vaishwanara appears as a knower, even though he has no knowership. So first, let me take your case, right? You are a Jiva. You say, I am the body. I know something. Okay, I can see some apple and I can know something, right? First, I have to say, my dear Vasu, the knowership is universal. Everybody knows a monkey, donkey. It's not personal, it's impersonal. That's why I'm bringing the Devahood. From personal to impersonal. Knowing, you may know something something specific to your body-mind complex. Somebody else knows something to body-mind complex. But the knowership is universal. It's not a personal. That knowership, universal knowership, universal knowership is brought in as Hiranyagarbha. Oh, sorry, not Hiranyagarbha, Vaishwanara. Okay. Now I'll go one step further. The Vaishwanara is nothing but consciousness, which is Pratyekatma appearing as consciousness. Consciousness not really knower. Consciousness eliminates the knowing. It's like electricity eliminates fan. Okay. But together they appear to be a knower. Jiva and Vaishwanara appear to be together as a knower. It's a superimposition is there. right? So Jiva has ignorance, Vaishvana appears to have ignorance because of superimposition. By superimposition, what you have made, personal aspect of Jiva would be removed and made it impersonal aspect. Then once we understand Jivahood is unreal, the Vaishvana is there, who is not a doer, knower, enjoyer, remains, he is nothing but Pratyekatma, who is nothing but Brahman. See, we have a confusion of personality. Okay, the personality can be removed only when you bring the universality. Then universal appear to be having experience. That experience is Vidya is to be told next step. First step you will not tell.
Okay.
Right? See, the journey is from personal to universal to impersonal to transcendental. Understanding wise. Suddenly, personal to transcendental cannot happen. Personal to universal, universal to impersonal, impersonal to transcendental. That's where it's being brought out in terms of terminologies.
So if I understood this correctly, I know is an individual feeling. The ability to know is universal. You're taking us there. And then the saying the ability to know is lent by the absolute. That also is the next step.
Correct. So Jivahood, the knowership is there. It is coming from Vaishvana, which is the light. The knowing comes from the knowership for the Jiva comes from knowing principle, which is the electricity, Vaishvana.
That
Vaishvana
is universal.
Which is universal. Vaishvana is nothing but Vaishvana is still a concept of subject-object duality is there because Jiva is superimposed. That Vaishvana is nothing but what you call it, Pradna. Pradna is nothing but Pratyekatma, knowing that I am Brahman. Subject-object duality is to go.
So is it at the level of Prajna that the subject is there, the knowership is there? No.
Yeah, no, Pradna is a knower. No, when the knowership is there, there's a known also is there.
Okay.
Pradna is the potential knower. In reality, there's no knower and known duality is not there. But we have a sense of potential knower. No, that's why I say in deep sleep, I don't know anything. It's a matter of fact that in deep sleep, there's nothing to know is a different thing. There's a potential knower there in deep sleep. No. So from individual knower, we are bringing universal knower. From universal knower, we are going to impersonal and transcendental.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you.
So because human mind cannot jump suddenly, so we are giving some steps. So anybody else has any questions? So we'll close. Another 5 minutes, I'll start Kannada.